Welcome to Storyetional, where stories come alive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy this tale. Deep in the heart of a vast and ancient forest, a young woodcutter named Elias lived with his grandmother in a quaint wooden cottage. Their home, nestled on the forest's edge, was surrounded by towering pines and the distant sounds of rustling leaves. The forest was no ordinary woodland. It was said to be enchanted, its trees whispering secrets to the wind, and its streams singing melodies under the moonlight. Villagers believed the forest held both wonders and perils, and for generations, they avoided venturing too deep. Elias, however, was unlike the others. He was fearless and curious, often wandering further than anyone dared. Each morning, he ventured into the woods to cut timber, returning with enough to sustain their modest life. But his heart longed to uncover the mysteries hidden in the forest's depths. One fateful morning, while following the soft trill of an unseen bird, Elias stumbled upon a peculiar path he had never seen before. The trail was flanked by wildflowers in hues of violet, gold, and crimson, their fragrance filling the air. At its end stood an old, moss-covered gate. The iron bars were intricately twisted, forming patterns of animals, leaves, and vines that seemed almost alive, shimmering faintly in the dappled sunlight. Elias hesitated, but then pushed the gate open with a creak. Beyond lay a hidden grove, so breathtaking it stole his breath. A majestic oak tree towered at the grove's center, its golden leaves sparkling as if kissed by sunlight. Its gnarled roots formed natural seats around a crystal-clear spring that bubbled gently, the water's surface catching and reflecting the golden light. Surrounding the tree were flowers in shades Elias couldn't name, their petals shimmering like gemstones. The air was filled with an otherworldly hum, as if the grove itself was alive and welcoming him. As Elias stepped closer, a voice echoed, "Who dares disturb my sanctuary?" Startled, he froze, his axe slipping from his grasp. A figure emerged from the oak tree, a woman cloaked in flowing green robes, her hair cascading like vines, her eyes glowing with an ethereal emerald light. She was both terrifying and beautiful, embodying the forest itself. "I am Lysandra, guardian of the enchanted forest," she declared, her voice resonating like a song carried on the wind. "Few mortals dare to cross the gate. What brings you here?" Elias, though shaken, gathered his courage. "I mean no harm. I am a woodcutter seeking to understand the wonders of this forest." Lysandra studied him for a long moment, her piercing gaze seeming to peer into his very soul. Then, her stern expression softened into a faint smile. "Your heart is pure, Elias. Many come seeking power, but you come with curiosity. Still, with knowledge comes responsibility. If you vow to protect this forest and its magic, I will grant you 3 gifts. Remember to take a moment and subscribe to Storyetional for more enchanting tales like this one." Elias knelt before her. "I vow to honor and protect this sacred place." Satisfied, Lysandra extended her hands, and 3 objects materialized. A golden leaf rested on her palm, glowing faintly. A vial of spring water sparkled in the light, and a silver whistle dangled from a delicate chain. "The leaf grants wisdom to see beyond appearances," Lysandra explained. "The water heals wounds, no matter how grave. The whistle calls upon the creatures of the forest in times of need. Use them wisely." Elias accepted the gifts with reverence. When he looked up again, Lysandra and the grove had vanished. He was standing at the gate, the forest around him quiet yet vibrant. As he returned to the village, the weight of his promise filled him with purpose. Over the years, Elias became the forest's protector. He taught the villagers to live in harmony with nature, ensuring the magical woods remained untouched by greed. When famine struck, Elias used the golden leaf to find hidden resources. When illness spread, the vial's water healed the sick. And when wild animals threatened the village, the whistle brought allies from the forest to restore balance. That as Elias grew older, he continued to visit the forest. Each time, it felt as though the trees whispered their gratitude, their leaves brushing against him gently as he passed. He would sit by the golden oak, recounting stories of his adventures to the grove, as if sharing his life with an old friend. One stormy night, as the winds howled and lightning illuminated the sky, Elias was called upon by the villagers. A massive oak had fallen, blocking the river that sustained their crops. Despite his age, Elias ventured into the heart of the storm, guided by the golden leaf's glow. The forest creatures joined him, their combined strength clearing the blockage just in time to prevent a flood. This act of unity and courage further cemented the bond between Elias and the enchanted forest. Though Elias grew old, his story lived on. The villagers thrived, passing down tales of the enchanted forest and the brave woodcutter who had protected it. His legacy endured in the songs sung by children and the rituals performed under the golden oak's shade. And deep within the woods, the golden oak tree continued to stand tall, a symbol of harmony and respect between humans and nature. Thank you for listening to this magical journey. Subscribe to Story and never miss a story that sparks your imagination.